A model who made millions in OnlyFans is on trial for the murder of her boyfriend, and prosecutors in Miami want to keep Courtney Clenney behind bars, fearing she could flee the country using her sizable wealth and ability to work as an influencer just about anywhere. Let's bring in the host of the Nothing But the Truth podcast, criminal defense attorney David Bruno. David, great to see you. I want to play the 911 call. She's calling 911. The boyfriend has been stabbed. Listen.
Baby, I'm so sorry.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Alright. If you have a stab wound to his shoulder, can you sit down?
What do you mean he has a stab wound on his shoulder, ma'am?
Yeah, he's bleeding from his shoulder.
Yeah, he goes on to say, I can't feel my shoulder. I think I'm going to die. And now they want to keep her in jail because they think she's a flight risk, David.
Yeah, as you said in the lead, here's the issue. This is not a trial yet. This is about whether or not she should be detained. And look, most people are getting out. We talked about that in the last little segment you had there. But here, this is a murder charge. So the judge has a little pre-trial hearing. It's like a probable cause standard first, and then whether or not she's a flight risk, whether she has the means to flee. And that's what the prosecutor is laying out here, that she had made so much money on these platforms. And there's this mysterious wire that she also made to her father after the murder, but prior to her arrest, where prosecutors are going to be relying. You know, the big news out of this was the defendant's statement. She actually said that there was a fight, that she went to the kitchen and she threw the knife that landed in his shoulder. Prosecutors are arguing that that's impossible given the trajectory of the injury, the depth of the knife wound. It's more like a stabbing injury, and we'll see how it all plays out.
I want to get your take, if I can, on the new Casey Anthony, the documentary. Now she claims that her father sexually abused her, might have sexually abused her daughter Kaylee, who died, and might be responsible for Kaylee's death. I mean, this is a lot of finger pointing from something that looked very bad for the mom.
Yeah, in the trial, when Jose Baez gave his closing argument, he actually made some sort of argument that it was the father and that the death was related to a swimming pool. But in the end, the reason Casey Anthony was acquitted from that case is because the prosecutors could never show the cause of death. The body decomposed on the side of the road. It was found later, and they couldn't actually prove that causation. So this new theory of the case is not really that new, other than the sexual allegations, and it's just Casey Anthony at her best.
Yeah, kind of like O.J. saying Kato Kalin killed Nicole. Doesn't buy it. David Bruno, great to see you as always. Thank you, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Well, coming up.